Hi guys, my name is Taya and welcome to Taya Kitchen. Today we're going to be making one of my favorite go-to meals when you don't have a lot of time to cook, you don't have a lot of time to eat. We're going to be making pan-seared salmon with a lemongrass and coriander salsa verde. So let's get cooking, good looking. So now that I've made you a little bit hungry, let's go through the ingredients so you can see how easy it is to make this dish. Today I'm only cooking for myself, so I've got myself a piece of salmon with the skin on. Now when I'm talking about fish to people, especially at my cooking school, they're a little bit freaked out. They're not very confident with cooking fish. The thing with fish is that, especially if you're cooking a fillet in a pan, you want to try and score the fish so that it stops it from curling up. And when it curls up, it cooks really unevenly. It's really hard to determine if it's cooked or not. So I score mine, especially for this recipe, so the sauce can get into the groove, gets extra crispy as well. So you score the fish so they don't curl up, okay? And try not to overturn it, just turn it once. When you cook it skin side down first in a hot pan, let it cook almost 2/3 of the way up. How do you know? You just have a look at the side of the meat there, and then I turn it over and finish it on the other side. Simple as. My choice is salmon today, but you can use any fish that you prefer. The salsa verde ingredients are very simple. This is a lemongrass and coriander salsa verde, my Asian version. So there's no need for olive oil in this recipe. I'm sorry. I know people love OVO. The bulk of the salsa verde comes from these long green chilies. Okay, I almost say red. I mainly use reds, but greens are good because they're always a little bit cheaper. I've got a couple of these in my sauce. That's per fish. If you don't like it too spicy, remove the chili seeds and the little white part in there as well. I left it in one chili because I like a little bit of heat, and that's just been chopped up like that. As well as that, I've got some lemongrass. Lemongrass is quite fibrous. It can be really a challenge to eat. So you want to make sure you slice it really thinly, because even though it's going to get blitzed together, it's going to help the sauce come together a lot more. There's also a little bit of garlic, fresh garlic. So not too much garlic in this recipe, because being a raw sauce, a fresh sauce, it can be very overpowering and it will just take over the ingredients. You don't want that. And then lime juice, okay? A couple of tablespoons. Because it is an Asian style recipe, limes over lemons any day. Fresh, please. And the star of my salsa verde today is coriander. Lots of coriander. So heads up, if you don't like coriander, this recipe is not going to turn out well for you. You're not going to like what you make. It's okay. I wouldn't take it personally if you don't like coriander. It's cool. You can substitute with things like mint and spring onion, but there's just something about coriander in seafood. To cook the salmon in a pan, we're going to add in some oil, just a little bit. So I'm using rice bran oil today. You can use any oil you like. Allow the pan to get a little bit warm. Feel a little bit of heat now, so my fish is going to go in. Okay, skin side first. Beautiful. And I'm going to season the other side as well, lightly. Perfect. So we're going to cook 4 minutes on this side till the skin is nice and crispy, and then turn it over for the last remainder, depending on how you like your salmon. So now that the salmon is cooked, we're going to prepare your sauce. Let's go. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. So let me just get a spoon, scoop it out and show you. So it should be a nice chunky paste. You can add oil and blitz it a little bit more, but against the salmon, I really like the texture, and you really get the flavor for all the lemongrass, coriander, all the wonderful flavor. So let's dish this up. Can you hear that crunch? There's sauce too. Wow. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe and share it so I can keep making more cooking videos in the future. For the recipe for what we've just made, go to the video description below and follow the links. If you'd like to find out more information about my cooking classes, please go to my website, tayakitchen.com.au, and try the recipe at home. Take a photo, put it on my Facebook page so I could see what you can make in your kitchen at home. Until next time, happy cooking!